you still consider him as your husband, although that job has been lost. But you realize many men lose their worth or their self-esteem when they lose their jobs, because their jobs is part of their personality. In fact, most men you hear, they want to be identified with the job they do. And that's why you hear most of them will give themselves titles like, let me mention mine. He will say, my name is this surveyor. My name is this doctor. My name is this lawyer. Because that is where they draw their personalities on. It's on very rare occasions that you see women identifying themselves with the jobs they do. But for the man, the job is almost part of their personality. So if they lose that job, it will, of course, sometimes it causes issues of their worth. Again, a man can get caught up in his job and his wife be just puzzled. A man's job is part of his self-identity. A man's career is an extension of his personality. I think I've mentioned that a woman can detach herself from a job and immerse herself in a home. And of course, you realize women, when they describe themselves, they want to be called the mother of so and so, or the wife, or even Mrs. so and so. That is what to them matters than giving them those titles they are given at work, because of that difference that is there. Of course, the men, again, that is point 10. Men can be nomadic. Women need security and roots. A woman needs constant affirmation from the man. A man can survive without much emotional affirmation. Constant reassurance brings security. Now, what I mean is that men don't really require praises and affirmations too much. But for the woman, that is what they feed on. You would have affirmed them in the morning, but during the lunch hour, they need another affirmation. In the evening, they would thrive on another, because that is what they thrive on. A man can survive even without affirmation. And of course, because of this, many men are not able to affirm their wives as they are supposed to. So the woman feels like she is deprived of something, but the man also does not understand that this is what fuels the woman's self-esteem. I remember we were having a discussion with some people, and someone was saying that the last time my husband told me I love you was like, I don't know how many years ago. And the man is like, but everything I do, you are able to see that I love you. It is because I love you. That's why we are still together. Now, when a man does not understand how important affirmation is to a woman, because of his makeup of not requiring, he will imagine that the woman also does not require affirmation like him. And of course, it will be a cause of conflict. Another point, that is point 11, is women tend to be guilt-prone. Men tend to be resentful. What I mean is, when something bad happens, the woman is going to take blame on themselves and immediately might start looking down and wondering, what did I do wrong? What was I supposed to do differently? How did I hurt that particular person? Of course, for the man, when something bad happens between them, he first becomes resentful, hates the person who has caused the problem, and then now will start thinking about reconciliation later. If this guilt tripping is not worked on, it causes the woman to have self-esteem issues. The woman can start looking down on themselves because of all the time taking the blame on themselves. Again, of course, if the resentment in men continues, this might make them go away from the family. The other one is, men are stable and level off. Women are always changing. Now, the reason as to why we are mentioning the aspect of changing in women, it is because, of course, there is the challenges or the changes that happen because of hormonal imbalance, because of age, because of the presence of children. I mean, the woman is constantly changing. The man may not be able to be changing because, of course, they are not affected by hormones. So they will remain almost the same. Their emotional status may remain the same throughout. But for the woman, in between the month, there are so many phases. There is the mood phase, there is the phase of being angry, there is the phase of being happy, and there is all manner of phases. And of course, if the man does not understand that, he will have serious trouble. And of course, many men have even moved away from home because of that. Women tend to become involved more easily and more quickly than men do. Men tend to stand back and evaluate before they get involved. Of course, remember we said that the woman wants things done immediately, and the man will always think before he takes action. So this one makes women take actions very fast. And because if a woman does not understand, personally, I remember I would do things like immediately. And this has made me get into so many businesses that have failed. Until I realized now, I think I need to be taking time. I need to be taking time to think about it or think through about it. So what I decided, because of course my husband will take long before he takes action, I decided now if he has not okayed it, I will not do it. So I use his strength of not doing things fast, so that I am not, I don't fail again and again. Men need to be told again and again. Women never forget. Of course, men are forgetful, and that's why you see they will forget the birthdays, they will forget the anniversaries. But a woman may never forget. They have details and dates, colors that were worn, how you were looking like that day, and all. But the man, of course, might forget because they are more forgetful. The last one there, 15, is men tend to remember the gist of things rather than the details. Men tend to remember, women tend to remember the details and sometimes distort the gist. So, of course, if something was interesting, the man will remember. If it is not interesting, he will not remember anything. Of course, the woman will remember all the details. Of course, might distort the gist because she's not interested with that aspect of the gist. So there are a few other differences here I had come up with, and it's generally speaking, when a woman offers unsolicited advice or any help to a man, she has no idea how critical and unloving she may sound to him. Remember, women want to help. They are nurturers. And because of that, of course, they may think all the time the man needs to be helped. Unfortunately, the man does not want to be offered advice. When you offer him advice, it's like you are demeaning him. So he feels like you're looking down on him, and that's why you're giving him the advice. On the other side, many times a woman just wants to share her feelings about her day, and her husband, thinking he is helping, interrupts her by offering a steady flow of solutions for their problems. Now, I am talking about these two differences because the woman is a nurturer and the man is a fixer. So the man, when they are given, like I come and I'm giving the explanation of the day, and the man is imagining, I am looking for solutions, and that is not what I am looking for. As women, when we talk with other women, sometimes it is just to be heard. Sometimes it is just to be listened to. I don't want solutions. So the man will be quick to offer solutions. And of course, this might cause resentment. Because you are wondering, why can't you listen to how I am feeling even before you start offering me solutions? A man wants to make improvement when he feels he is being approached as the solution to a problem, rather than as the problem itself. Of course, look at the way sometimes the woman will be like accusatory. That is our way of communication. We want to accuse directly. You refuse to buy this, and that's why this is happening. Now, if that is the attitude I come with to a man, he is going to be resentful. He is going to resent me. But if I come with this other way of, we are lacking this and this, and I believe you are able to fix this and this. I believe maybe by the end of this month you can fix this. What do you think? In that case, now he is being invited to solve the problem rather than being told he is the problem. Men go to the cave to solve stress, while women get together and openly talk about their problems. Now, of course, men are not used to sharing problems. For the woman, when there are problems or there are issues, they will share with other friends, or they will just share openly with whoever is around. Now, if a woman is not able to understand when the man is in the cave, because remember, in the cave, that is where he's solving problems, and one, he may not even be wanting to talk. He may not be wanting even to be asked a question. So if a woman does not understand that difference, they are going to disturb a person who wants to solve their own problems in the cave. But you realize the women don't solve their problems that way. They solve their problems by talking about them. Again, a woman under stress is not immediately concerned with finding solutions to her problem, but rather seeks relief by expressing herself and being understood. So, okay, allow me to use myself. When I am stressed up, I am not looking for a solution. I just want to be heard. Sometimes I just want to express the emotions that I am feeling rather than finding solutions. But you realize now, because of the fixing mentality of a man, the man would come and want to offer solution. And sometimes it's very annoying. To forget her own painful feelings, a woman may become emotionally involved in the problems of others. So, of course, again, most women, when they are very stressed, they will go start helping other women or other people just to be able to forget their issues. Of course, this is not the case of a man. A man is going to close himself in the cave and remain in the cave until they have been able to solve their problems. A man is fulfilled. Of course, allow me to say that explains more why the mortality rate of men is higher. They are prone to get heart attacks more. They are prone to get high blood pressure more, and other things that come with stress, because they are not able to express their feelings. A man is fulfilled through working out the intricate details of solving a problem. So when a man goes into the cave, he is trying to analyze his problem, trying to fix it, and making sure that he gets a solution for the same by himself without being helped. Men are motivated and empowered when they feel needed. Women are motivated and empowered when they feel cherished. So, of course, again, this goes to the need of the man for respect. So, when a man feeds more on respect, a woman feeds on affirmation. I said a man feeds on respect, a woman feeds on affirmation. So when a man feels like he is needed in the family, he is needed in the relationship, he is needed in a business, he will be more motivated and empowered. When a woman is cherished and affirmed, she will also feel needed and, of course, cherished in the relationship. So those are some of the differences I wanted us to have a discussion about. Why are these differences very important? It is because if you don't understand, if as a woman you don't understand that a man is different or behaves differently, you will expect the man to behave like the woman. And the man also will expect the woman will also expect the man to behave like their fellow girlfriends. It is not possible, because the makeup of a man is different. The makeup of a woman is different. And of course, this has caused a lot of conflict. There are content all over in the internet, and even books that are written to explain more on the difference between men and women. And of course, we can be able to research more and learn more, because the more information we have, the more our marriages are going to thrive. One of the things, of course, we say is that ignorance is not defense. You cannot say you did not know. Because by the time you're saying you did not know, a mess has already happened. So if you're in a courtship and you're planning to get married, these are some of the things you should be talking about, or even researching on before getting married, because these are issues that will cause conflict in marriage. It will affect communication. It will affect how we invest. It will affect how we parent, all these things. But when you have information, it is able to guide you. It becomes like a mirror. It becomes like a light that lights your path. So you know, when you see the man has gotten into the cave, you just leave him to sort his issues. And then when he invites you into his cave, you will come. When the woman comes and she's stressed and she's just talking and talking and talking, of course, the man is not again supposed to just listen without responding. You just know that all that is required of you, it is offer support. Just listen. Don't try to fix things, because you're going to mess them up. So, of course, this information, the more we get it, the more we understand it, the more we will make our relationships better. So courtship is not just about of course, discussing how the wedding plans are going to be. There is something that happens beyond the wedding plans. There is something that happens beyond the visitings that we do at our parents and getting to know the family where we are getting married. It is important to also know, who is this species called man? Who is this species called woman? So may the Lord bless you so much. That was our program on marriage therapy. My name is Anne Karambu Mwangi. Let us meet once again next week, God willing. Have a blessed time.